Welcome back to our channel. Really excited to show you this book today. We'll be going over the Droll stories by Balzac, Henri de Balzac. This is one of our favorite books in our collection. One of the reasons it's our favorite book is the way that we got it. We did not scour the internet or go to an auction. We were spending a day in Manhattan, strolling the streets. We went to the Strand in Union Square, one of the biggest bookstores in New York, looking for some first editions, as well as some other books. And as we left the Strand, we went around the corner and we saw the smallest little bookshop. I will say it's probably the smallest bookshop in all of New York, which is saying a lot. Alabaster Books. This little bookshop, maybe 200-300 square feet, is completely packed with books from top to bottom, every single nook and cranny of all kinds of books. This beautiful edition in Moroccan leather, you can see here with its gilded pages, popped out to us right away, and we just needed to have it. It started our craze of buying first editions, but we definitely needed to have it. This was rebound by Bainton in Bath, England, and was first published by John Camden Houghton in London on Piccadilly Street. This edition is from 1870. It is the first English edition. Balzac was a French writer and playwright, very influential. He was born in 1799. He's known for his keen observation of detail and unfiltered representation. Balzac is regarded as one of the founders of realism in European literature. His characters were always complex and also morally ambiguous, so they were more like real-life people since nobody's just good or evil. Paris is also a backdrop to many of his stories, being almost a character on its own. He influenced so many writers. We wouldn't have Dickens' work without him, Proust, Flaubert. This book, Droll Stories, is about medieval France when knights and kings ruled the land. While they were brave and wise, they were also droll, naive, and lustful, hence the name. It's satirical of their society. One of the stories which made my husband and I laugh so much was about a queen who felt really disrespected by the king's advisors and friends. So she orchestrated a huge dinner for them, fed them so many courses, and then closed all the bathrooms in the palace so that they would feel embarrassed. I will not go into all the gory details, but you can imagine what happened next. It is written with wit and with humor. Balzac is buried in Père Lachaise Cemetery in Paris, one of the most famous cemeteries in the world, with 3.5 million visitors a year, buried alongside Chopin, Edith Piaf, Jim Morrison, Oscar Wilde. He also has a monument which was created by French sculptor Auguste Rodin. It's cast in bronze in Paris. Rodin, one of my favorite sculptors. If you're ever in Paris, please go to his villa, his museum, which has his works. He even used Balzac's likeness in some of his other works as well. So if you ever go to Paris or see some of Rodin's work in other places, you can see his Gates to Hell, which are inspired by Dante's Divine Comedy. And maybe then you could also see a likeness of Balzac in some of his work. At Balzac's funeral in 1850, almost every writer in Paris attended. He was well loved, he was respected. Victor Hugo, famous for The Hunchback of Notre Dame and Les Miserables, said at Balzac's funeral, "Today we have people in black because of the death of the man of talent. A nation in mourning for a man of genius, which is, of course, really high praise. Other authors who attended his funeral was Dumas, who, of course, wrote The Three Musketeers, Dumas Fils, Dumas' son, who wrote a wonderful book named Camille. Also representatives from the Legion d'Honneur, the highest French order of merit established by Napoleon Bonaparte. Balzac, without him, we wouldn't have many of their great works. I don't think without, European literature and the realism in it, we would have Oliver Twist and so many other books, so we owe him a great deal. As you can see, this book is heavily illustrated by Gustave Doré. There is a illustration on almost every single page, so one would think that Gustave Doré loves Droll stories as well. Thank you so much for watching this book. Please subscribe to our channel and like our video, and we would be so happy to show you some more books that we have in the future. Thank you.